Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey,
No, sorry. What's happening? I'm so excited.
It's a huge deal. You know who this man is?
This man?
Yeah.
Yo, you're fucking.
That guy.
Yo, you're that guy, right?
I like that you went like this, like he would tell you and he would know.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I don't expose it. You know what I'm saying? You usually see me with a mask on.
No, it's the mask. That's why.
Had to be a mask.
But you don't have to.
First.
You fucking I'm not doing this whole fucking time.
That was good. I like that.
Right. Wait, sorry. You're definitely doing something.
Enjoy yourself.
We went down the stairs, mic'd him up, shot the shit. Like, everyone went crazy for it. Like, the reaction was fucking mad. So we tied up a couple people. We thought it maybe be like 5-6 people do it. We kept doing it, man, and people were fucking going mad for it. So we just turned into a fucking series. And you're filming
In a circle at first.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yo, this fucking, it's kind of, everybody shot a video in Chinatown, but it's kind of untapped to do it the way we did. Make this shit look cinematic like G does best. And like, when we just started bringing people down here, it was just very natural. I'm not Bing Bong, dog.
Look like him, though.
We were trying to figure out who people would think you were, and we finally figured out it's Nems.
No, it's a couple times a week. You know
Bro,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
called Nardwar. I feel like I don't even like that's mean. Like that's just hurtful.
Disrespectful.
Bro,
One guy that does interviews.
I was in Maine. I swear to God, I met this chick. She told me she had a Napoleon Dynamite fetish, and then we did hook up.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
I was like, "Who has a Napoleon Dynamite fetish, bro?" Yeah, I did the whole dance. I brought Pedro in.
Train with Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's goals. That's dreams. Dreams come true.
So you were just.
Shouting. That's how she sells people on the shit.
It is crazy. I know.
Fucking yells at them. Listen.
The beef with scallion.
Beautiful Scallion is the best. That shit is the best. The best.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Deluxe Green Bowl.
Deluxe Green.
It is the most deluxe restaurant in
People
Chinatown.
listening, I'm gonna try to do a serious interview, and it's just gonna be chaos around it. It's crazy. It is crazy though. We lost the first. We recorded about 10 minutes of a podcast beforehand, and you were saying you had never picked up a camera, never been here, and now to
First music video I did was for this decade.
how long ago?
4 years.
Yeah, I think it was 2018.
4 years. So yeah, 4 years ago we did the shit. We did the Clover video. First time I made a video, like made a music video.
I was mad late.
Yeah, you were fucking
I
2
didn't know
hours
what
late.
to
I was tight.
expect. I felt bad. I did like, yo, now working with rappers, I just know how not bad rappers feel about being late.
What is that? I have to
rappers
schedule
do
shit.
work.
I have to schedule shit like 2 hours in advance. Like tell them 2 hours.
I mean, bro, us too, we give ourselves a window in order just because we know these rappers is rappers.
Well, you're a rapper too. You are in the same boat as me, where it's like we're just kind of at the whim of the time.
Most rappers though, it's reliability.
Yeah, he's early. He was an hour early today. One
He was
fucking
like,
hour.
why are you
I was like, why the fuck are you in my house so fucking early? Why you don't get shit to do?
Killed some time. I pretended like I was gonna wait in the Supreme line, and I didn't do that.
Were you a fan of like New York rap before
Yeah,
you moved here?
Fucking used to love rap. We're doing a very serious interview.
Yeah,
So serious, yeah.
it's about my grandmother's leukemia. Yeah,
You're gonna see it on NPR. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
he is.
my grandmother.
He's a very famous rapper. Yeah, bro, I used to fucking love rap music, man. I knew that we mostly, when I was younger, listened to techno and shit like that. But some people I knew used to listen to rap because I was in the graffiti scene. Going it that way, started listening to like really underground shit like Company Flow and stuff like that. Remember the first real New York album I had was Big Cap and Funk Flex at the Tunnel. And I remember I got that from Tower Records in the imported CD section. From there, I just kept going back, buying random fucking CDs from the rap section, and like I like this, and it just kind of went from there, man. But yeah, always fucking loved that shit.
I didn't realize your first connection in rap was him though. That is wild.
Crazy.
I connect dots, dog. Listen, I'm not fucking on some real shit. On some real shit, it's like kind of what I enjoy most, honestly. Besides the rapping and shit, that's a given. Like I love putting out music. I love impressing people with my performance and shit like that. But
No one
more
has
than
ever
anything,
been
I really
impressed.
like connecting like creatives and shit like that. It's like always something I've always loved to do. I always love to know a rapper and know a producer and be like, yo, this makes a lot of sense. Or like have like, you know, rappers hit up G Media because I'm like, oh yeah, I need video work and he's the cleanest out right now. So it's like I just really like making those types of connections. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Is it hard to do that? And then you just released a project last week.
yeah.
And then,
baby.
yeah, also like focus on doing music.
Nah, dog, I think it's all part of it. I think that there's a lot of like dick riding gatekeeping in this scene type
100%.
shit. And it's like, yo, that's so the opposite of what I want to happen. That gatekeeping shit is like, dog, not everyone deserves a way in, but if you don't find your way in, that's on you. Like I really want people to have this real community and be comfortable with contacting each other and be comfortable with fucking moving into different circles and shit like that they might not be so readily used to. Like that's just what I like seeing. I like seeing unusual collaborations or like
There's a lot of weirdos, man. There's like a lot of fucking
but
weirdos
like
on the scene. Like,
that
it is,
gatekeeping
but it
shit
is
so corny. It's so dated, bro.
the gatekeeper shit is corny and is outdated, but then it's tough because I think a lot of people like you just get treated like a dick so much for so long, and then you just start treating people like dicks too. It's
why,
like
you want the scene to grow, you want it to be bigger, you want people to pay more attention.
I'm not saying that's the right thing, but I think
Treat
that's
me
what
a certain way,
happened.
you play
Be
yourself.
more inviting, give people a reason to pay attention to it. Don't be a fucking dickhead to everybody that tries to get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100, bro. And even people that are involved, like trying to like cut different corners of shit. Who some people should talk to, all that bullshit. Fuck all that, man. Yo, we all trying to get up, and none of us is rich. Nobody I know is fucking rich off music.
And at the end of the day, the fans don't care about any of that shit. And that's who it's all about at the end. Like, it is like how many people are paying attention to your shit. And it might not be a ton, but if you're growing it, that's the goal.
Yeah.
And people don't give a fuck. Like,
100.
if this dude's giving you a hard time, like,
yeah, bro. And like nowadays, I think the gatekeeping shit has kind of subsided a little bit because New York is like very united. Unity is G's favorite word, by the way.
Fucking.
New York scene is like more united than ever as far as this level goes.
What do you think that is?
Oh man, I just feel like we've all like really started to like respect each other and become friends, man. Like
you go to these events.
I can't talk for all of New York, but
yeah, we keep going to events. You meet a lot of the same people. You work together. You start like making videos together. Rappers start making tracks together. Then the community kind of builds from there. A lot of us have been doing this shit for a lot longer than me, but in the time I've been doing this, I've been meeting new people at all the events, and we've been working and building some shit together. So I think the more time you spend going to events and putting in the work with people, you build like a camaraderie.
But what do you think about it is now that it didn't happen before, but it is happening now?
I think we all just honing in right now. I don't think there's necessarily a rhyme or reason. I mean, I've been rapping about like 12 years now. So I've seen a lot of waves of New York rappers throughout those 12 years. Like when I first started, none of those dudes is doing what we're doing now. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel almost like the fucking lone survivor in some of this shit sometimes. Like, you know, fuck tooting my own horn. I'm just talking about like just the waves that I've seen going on. It's like, I don't know. I think we've just really honed in to finding a sound for each other and just finding what the fuck we actually doing out here.
You know,
come say what's up. Come on, man.
Hello.
They need to see who's making these scallion pancakes. Come here. Please.
This is the Stream Bowl legend.
I was told that you guys had the best food.
Yeah.
She's our favorite. She's the best.
Come on, please. That's my wifey. Yo, if you come to Greenbow, if you talk to the show with the red hair, we fighting. I don't care. Yeah. Come here, man. Please.
Come on, 1 minute. Say hello.
Yeah, man. See?
You want to?
All right, get your sister. Your sister isn't as fly as you, though.
I love how they're getting everyone to be like, "You go on," and then everyone's like, "No, no, no,
Used to this. They're not used to this.
no." Well, we were talking about you guys started it as like just an inner Chinatown sounds like an inner circle thing, and then like you're on your 100th episode, and I ain't gonna blow up any of your shit, but like,
it's gonna be out tomorrow. So by the time they see this, it'll be out.
yeah.
You know? Shout out to OG. Yeah. Shout out to Chinatown OG. China Mac.
Is it cool to still be working together and doing it now? Like you guys started, you brought like it's cool.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dog, I could speak for myself. I didn't see it fucking growing to this point, you know what I'm saying? And like the fact that we on 100th episode and we got eyes from people that we would have never expected, people that neither of us worked with before, people that I respected before this Chinatown Sound shit.
Some of the people that like you see, some people will like one of the videos. I know we like some fucking huge people.
Humongous, like,
and I can't believe that watching some shit that we put together on a block. Like
when you DM'd him, what did you think you guys' like relationship would be?
I honestly hit him up and I expected we'll do a video. That'll be it. I'll get my feet wet doing videos and then like we'll go from there. I did not expect we would do 40 plus music videos together, set this shit up, like be growing some shit together. I did not even for a second. Not even I didn't expect us to become like friends like this either. So it's some mad shit.
Unfortunately, I call this guy my friend at this point. What's up?
Fucking horrible.
It's awful.
I love how antagonistic all your friendships are.
I know, right?
If you watch the episode of fucking shows, I'm the same way though. Like you can't be nice to I'm nice to strangers. Friends, I'm the mean. You gotta be a piece of shit too.
Call your friend a dickhead is not really your friend.
Yeah, nah. And but also, goes without saying, but I show way more love than all this fake hatery.
Yeah,
but
you didn't even think you were gonna like. You didn't ever even picked up a camera. Had you ever been to New York before?
Yeah, I've been to New York a couple times, man. That's how I knew I wanted to move here. It's like when I've been here, there's something about it. It's like sounds like cliched and fucking corny, but there's something about it when you're here. It's different to anywhere else in the world. Like you walk around and it's just like a different feeling. It's like the best fucking sight in the world.
When you moved here, what did you think you were going to be doing? How many years? 5 years later?
I've been here for 8 years.
8 years. So what did you think?
No fucking plan whatsoever. I just knew I wanted to move somewhere else. Had enough of living in London. I came here. I had no fucking plan, no idea. I was like, fuck it, we'll see what happens. And it's worked out pretty fucking good. We're having a good time.
What did you think you were going to be doing 12 years ago when you started rap? Like,
man, when I started, it was just the most like, I didn't think about a rap career at all. Like I was just around producers and rappers all the time because I had like homies that was doing it. I was in the studio back in the day, way before I was rapping, just watching rappers lay down shit, being like, yeah, shit was right. And then shit, like one day I wrote a verse. I went to my man's at the time. I went to my man's and I was like, yo, I'm about to rap. Like, I'm about to I didn't say, yo, I'm going to be a rapper, but I was like, yo, I'm going to get on a track. And he was like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get on a track. He's like, have you ever done that shit? Like, and I was like, nah, I haven't done that shit. I'm here in the studio all the goddamn time with you. He's like, all right, hop in, lay down the first shit. And like, the shit was golden. Like, and then we dropped that first rap, that first shit I ever recorded, we dropped.
Oh, I'm going to take some too.
As a video and shit. And that shit ended up like, going fake crazy, like dead ass. Like it was getting posted on, I think like it was posted on like Complex and Two Dope Boys and all this shit. My very first shit, and that kind of jaded me too because I was like, oh, this rap shit is easy. You just put out some hot shit and everywhere post. Now
what kept you going through like tough shit?
Nah, shit was fucking fun, man. Like fucking writing raps and like being in the studio, making your boys be like, whoa, and then making your boys laugh. And then like seeing it drop and then seeing the different looks you get from it. That shit was all like mad fun at first. Now it's a pain in the ass, but
do you like photo? Like, do you like not photo? Do you like camera? Like, do you love cameras as much as that? Or like, what do you want to stick with it?
I love taking photos, man. Or I'll be honest, I prefer taking photos to making videos. Like, I like just going out with a camera at events and shit like that, like snapping fucking different moments.
Thank you.
Oh, she actually brought the scallion pancakes out.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I love cameras, man. I just love taking photos, love being out. I love doing videos, but I love photography more.
Why do you think that you never found it before?
I've always been into it, man. I would go to like photography exhibitions and fucking all that kind of shit. But I don't know, I just feel like it was something I don't know if I couldn't do, but I was never thought of it as something I would do as a career, and it seemed maybe pointless. But then when I got the camera, all I wanted to do was go out every day and take photos. All I wanted to do was fucking film shit. All I wanted to do anytime I went somewhere was like, that could be a good photo. This could be a good photo. That could be.
How long after that did you message him?
I would say maybe like a couple months max. I'm just fucking around with the camera, man. Well,
and what made you want to shoot a rap video?
Because I fucking love rap, and I've always really been into music videos. I used to just sit with like in the UK, we have a channel called it was MTV Bass. And that was the rap MTV, and it would just play rap videos on repeat all fucking day. There's so many times I would just sit and put that shit on for hours and just watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. So I think maybe that, but yeah, man, just always loved fucking rap music. Wanted to be involved in like videos and that somehow, and it just kind of fucking worked out like that.
Moving, yeah, because I guess where did you grow up in like a city, or did you grow up
in Glasgow? It's like the biggest city in Scotland. It's like the same size as Boston.
Okay.
It's like a big ass fucking city.
But not like, I'm guessing, a rap scene.
I mean, it's like.
Is there Scottish rap?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually one dude, there's a guy called Shogun, and he's probably the most well-known one from Scotland. He has a video that has like 6 million views or some shit like that, but like it's more of a kind of rap / grime type thing. But the Scottish rap scene obviously isn't a particularly big thing.
Did you want to rap?
It's trying to hear me rap.
I would buy it on vinyl, CD, cassette. I'll go on
the first feature.
Would you put a feature? Would you put a feature?
What? I would buy SoundCloud Pro just to listen to that shit. I would fuck.
You never tried?
Do you hear my mixtape, man?
You never tried?
Pipe Bodman.
Don't worry about that.
We got the cover and everything. You think that's a joke?
No, we really do have the cover. It's going to be the best mixtape you've ever heard. It's dropping next summer.
But that really wasn't your like.
I could like no one would ever be a famous Scottish rapper. It's not like a real thing that would happen. A lot of good producers from Scotland. Hudson Mohawk produced a lot of shit on some of Kanye's albums and all that kind of shit. So there's a fucking amazing music scene in Scotland, amazing music scene in Glasgow, but it's not like. You're never going to be a famous rapper from Glasgow. It's not like no one wants to hear this accent.
With that attitude.
I don't know. Very negative people.
I hear that you don't want to be a rapper, and that makes sense. But it is funny, that whole like, there'll never be a blank from blank is the whole origin story of everybody's success.
And I go platinum. We're back.
You know, it's true though. Like I live in middle of nowhere, Massachusetts, and I'll be like, there's no rap podcast or comedian from fucking Cape Cod. You know what I mean? Like that's the origin story.
Cape Cod?
Yeah, I was born on Cape.
It's fucking dynamite, man.
You've been there?
Yeah, I've been a couple times, man. I saw some whales.
Real? You should let me know when you're out there next time. My family lives there.
Last time I went though, I went camping, and I fucking hate camping.
Dude, camping's the worst in the world, bro.
Fucking worst.
I went to Cape Cod. I went for a wedding last year to Cape Cod. That shit was beautiful. Really nice.
No, again,
beautiful, dog.
Everyone, Cape Cod is the place that there's never going to be a rapper. Everyone wants to rap. Everybody wants to rap on Cape Cod. White boy Robert.
God, it's fucking beautiful, man. That's a nice place to go visit. Don't go camping though, because camping is for fucking dickheads.
Bro, when I was in 6th grade for school, we had this weekend where the whole 6th grade went camping. And then they put the 3 biggest. It was like, imagine the 3 of us in a tiny tent.
Oh my God, I'm picturing it now.
Biggest fantasy, probably.
And then first night, one of the kids pissed himself, so we couldn't shower. We just had to sleep and piss for a fucking week. I never camped. Fuck that.
On a wee blue mattress on the fucking floor. It's uncomfortable. There's bugs everywhere. You can go and visit the countryside, then go back to a fucking regular room afterwards.
Yeah. Glamping sounds fun.
I don't even know what that is.
That's like, it's like fancy camping.
Oh, okay. So like sleeping in a hotel.
Also-
Yeah, they like you have servants come and set up a whole shack for you.
Also, his rap alias is Wee Blue Mattress. I just thought I would.
Wee Blue,
We flew.
Wee Blue mattress.
Yo, help yourself. Anyone want scallion pancake shits at the
Yo, you look mad short. People should know that.
It's 5'4". Yo, try one of these pancakes, bro. Try that shit. It's the
I'll eat it. All right, I will. All right, I need it hot and ready.
Someone
That's
else.
what I was saying before. I wanted to chime in fucking how you were like, oh, there'll but never be a Scott.
There'll never be a scallion
There'll
pancake.
never be a scallion pancake in a podcast. Nah, there'll never be a Scottish rapper, right? Sometimes like he'll say a bar like from a song that like, you know, just for like reference of a video or like whatever, if he likes the bar, whatever. That shit sound mad funny. He'd be like, the one about moving the packs down the river. Like, whoa. It's fire. I love it. I love it. You know, yo, in New York, we New York centric. Not only is America centric, but New York is New York centric. We forget that there's shit outside of this city, man. Like dead ass. Like I had the pleasure of like seeing different parts of the world and shit, but I've talked to a lot of my boys who haven't and shit. And like, yo, they don't know what the fuck.
How many
is
people
going on
ask
out
me,
there.
yo,
Have you ever seen a black person type?
I get asked that like frequently. I get asked, yo, so you lived in like a field, or did you like stay in the country, or like a cottage or shit? And I'm like, bro, I lived in a fucking apartment building in the city. Like, what
Like, I lived in the projects, motherfucker.
Lived in the fucking city.
I
like,
think-
what the fuck?
See, it's tough because then a lot of people aren't able to travel, but you do need to
it's not their
travel.
fault.
Like, I'm not saying, but for my next point, it's like you kind of have to see the rest of the world. Like,
Broadens your mind, man. Fucking.
you have to like just you have to get out of your home. Like, you have to learn about other people to then, I feel like, respect and like I now have a greater understanding of like where I'm from because of all the places I've
100.
been type shit.
You travel, man. It's the best thing you can do. Honestly.
I'm also not.
Change your perspective on fucking life.
I'm a city person, but I feel like I'm not a New York City person. Like I'm LA more than New York because I like chill. Like New York City's too much for me. Like I'm too ADD.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man.
Nah, I'm like much. The West Coast is cool, man, but it's like it's way too laid back, man. Like where I grew up, obviously was not the same as this, but it was a big city. There's always something happening. There's like, even at nighttime, all you hear is traffic and like fucking cars and that. The West Coast is like too silent, man. It's like too slow. It's too quiet for me. I need something to be fucking going on.
See, I like that. I like to just smoke weed and chill. Like,
I can't smoke anymore, so fuck that.
yeah, bro, you had, excuse everyone, the motorcycle. You had both your lungs collapse?
Yeah, man, both of them collapsed at separate times.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Surgery on the left one where they put the little camera in, and the right one collapsed fucking really bad. So I had to get open surgery where they like cut you open.
What
Got a
happened?
bleb, right?
Yeah, I had blebs on both my lungs. It's called blebs, are little spots on the top of your lungs. And if one of them pops, it creates an air pocket and it pulls the lung down. So what happened on this side, got the surgery, then it happened on this side really fucking bad. And I had to go open surgery and I was in hospital for a few weeks and it's fucking brutal, man. They had me on morphine and I was mad.
It just was like a random
They said it's a genetic lottery. It can happen to anyone. So the fucking shittest lottery in the world.
How old were you?
First time it happened, I was 18.
And it happened on both lungs?
Happened on the left lung, then a couple years later, it happened on the right lung.
I had the same shit happen to me. I had a bleb.
Really?
When I was in the ocean, it was like crazy, like water pressure one day, and I had a bleb pop. I'm on the way back from the beach, driving back from the beach, checking my shit. I'm like, yo, something's weird, dog. Yo, it felt like it was Rice Krispies under my skin. Swear to God. And I'm like, nah, this is different. I sat in my room for like 20 minutes, and I was like, went to the hospital, and they're like, oh yeah, your fucking lung basically had a pocket that burst.
And if you didn't know, it would have killed you?
They said that it can range, but they said it has killed people.
Yeah, if you leave it, like the pain is, you couldn't live with the pain. The pain is fucking agony, man. Because every time you try and breathe, you can only get so much air. Then it feels as if your lung stops. And when you try and force it, the pain gets worse and worse.
Is that hard to like work out and shit?
Yeah,
like
you can barely walk about. Like you're walking and you're.
But I mean now.
Oh no, I'm good now, man. I had the surgery. I have a surgical glue on the top of both my lungs that like holds them up in case that shit happens again.
Isn't that crazy that we can do that shit now,
Future's
bro?
fucking great. If this happened 100 years ago, I'd be fucking toast.
Yeah, I can't believe it doesn't affect you like running or working out.
If it's like crazy humid out, sometimes I feel a bit wheezy, but like I'm alive, I can breathe. I'm grateful, man, because that could have a few years earlier, it could have been a lot fucking worse.
Yeah, had nothing to do with smoking.
Nothing. They said it can happen anything.
Why don't you smoke? Because you're a bitch. I'm just
Because I'm a punk. What the fuck? I can't be a punk in peace. Nah, dog. I smoked like 10 blunts a day for like almost 20 years of my life. Yo, one day, dog. Okay, so make a long story long. I was addicted to backwoods because backwoods had mad tobacco and all I fucking smoked was
Me too. Yeah. Mhm.
But then you smoke a joint, and you're like, this shit ain't hitting. You smoke a fucking Dutch even, which has tobacco, and you're like, this shit ain't hitting like it should. Like, what the fuck? And then I was like, yo, let me quit backwoods because at least that'll be better for me. Started smoking joints, and I was like, I don't like this shit as much. You know what I'm saying? And then like once I stopped smoking so much, I was like, yo, why am I like I got so much more energy throughout the day. I'm eating better.
Yo, he used to smoke.
Yeah,
I've never seen him not smoking.
First, like,
See, I'm at the point now where I only smoke weed. I'm 5 years clean of all nicotine and tobacco, but it's like just something I'm doing. Like I'm trying to like reestablish my relationship.
If you watch our first 20, 25 videos, I'm smoking in every single one the whole time type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, that was, well, you eating that?
Wait.
You're not bringing that, no.
You wanted to eat
I'll take a scallion pancake.
We almost got our scallion. I thought the laptop was gonna get stolen today. It's the scallion pancake.
Nah. You won't eat that.
I love people walking by think this is probably way more important than it is.
Think this is some like we are very important people.
Over at Division.
Sweet.
Yo, would you be down to take a little break and then continue? Because I feel like we haven't talked.
Yeah, we can do if you guys. Yeah, we'll finish this.
Then, yeah.
Totally, we'll work it out. Perfect.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by Om with Emily. Emily is a meditation and yoga teacher as well as an astrology and tarot reader. She uses yoga and spirituality to help others reconnect with their true self. She offers in-person and virtual one-on-one sessions for all experience levels. Find her online at omwithemily.com. That's OM-WITH-EMILY.com or on IG at om.with.emily. DM her on IG and mention Bucked Up and she'll send you a free guided meditation. That's right, mention Bucked Up and she'll send you a free guided meditation. You can find her on IG at om.with.emily. Let's get back into it. Other two shoots were shit shows.
Yeah.
We were outside. It was a good episode, but it was a shit show.
Yeah, but it was the first of the type, right?
Exactly, yeah.
You need to be out there with the people, you know.
That's my first in the city outdoor podcast.
You need that,
first
man.
of many.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then I got to see you. This will be released in a couple weeks. So I got to see you guys do episode 100.
Yeah,
of
episode
Chinatown.
100, man.
I
So
can't believe we've
special.
done that in such a short fucking period of time.
And yo, that shit rolled out perfectly. We've been trying to get China Mac on Chinatown Sound since week one.
Since the first episode.
Week one. And we reached out and it just never worked out. And then just so happens the day before we're about to drop episode 100, we get the blessing from my guy China Mac. And
the weekend before
beautiful.
he moves to LA.
And he's murdered.
He's murdered.
Bro,
he's moving in 2 days, bro. He's moving in 2 days to LA.
In 2 days. His last couple of days in New York when he came through, did the 100th episode. He didn't even know it was the 100th episode.
No,
he just pulled up
and then just walked around the city, interviewed people.
That was incredible, man.
Got to ride off on a fucking
a local celebrity. That is a local celebrity. That is like, yo, how like people just walking up to him in the street, yo. Everyone knows China Mac, man. Especially we in Chinatown. It was meant to be, dog. It's funny the way the universe works. I was
for episode 100. That's how it 100. Is. Yeah, and how long have you been doing it?
Since January. We filmed the first one on Christmas Eve, but we didn't actually start Chinatown Sound till
Who
Like
was that?
officially?
You?
Yeah,
You were the
but
first
it wasn't even like a series concept. It was just a freestyle. It was just like, yo, I was chilling in here and I was like, yo, let's go fucking. A G said, yo, let's go film a fucking freestyle. He had just moved to Chinatown. I was like, hell yeah, why not? Dog, I love content. The world needs to see this fucking face, bro. So we went downstairs, filmed that shit, came right back up with the footage. The shit looked glorious. I was like, yo, throw the subtitles on. He just so happened to have like his boy had like the little lav mic that you could clip on, which he didn't usually have.
Yeah, I
so
don't
it
usually
just
keep that shit in the
worked
crib.
out.
I usually rent that shit when I do interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
I had it. My boy bought them. He left them here, and just by chance we had them. Took them down the stair, mic'd them up so the audio was consistent, like nice and clear. Filmed the shit one take, man. Put the subtitles on, and like the combination of everything, just by chance, us having the mics was fucking perfect, man.
Did you ever want to add beats to it, or do you like the acapella?
Nah, that's
never
part of the
beats.
concept, man. I mean,
That's what I like about it, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. Like,
yeah, no, we that was part of the concept from the beginning. The fact that it's Chinatown sounds, really we wanted to capture something that you're getting the city sounds in the background. You're getting the whole kind of scene. It's looking very cinematic. It's sounding very, very natural. You know what I'm saying? And that was always kind of our brand. Especially with the subtitles and shit, it really gives the rappers a chance to breathe. It gives the rappers an opportunity to spit a different type of verse than they would over a beat, let's say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like something with more air, something that means something more to them.
Yeah,
well, what were you saying?
I was gonna say there's gotta be less filler.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see freestyle shows and someone's on a beat, they'll throw in some filler just to like keep going, and like it's easy to hide behind the beat sometimes.
100. If your flow is ill, you don't really like in this day and age. Unfortunately, you don't really got to say much, which is, you know, I subscribe to also. I love a good flow, even though at the end I'll be like, I don't know one word I could do said, but he killed it.
Yeah,
But
as
like
a
Chinatown
fan,
sound, yeah,
I like to see the Chinatown sound because it's like, oh, it's not the beat carrying these.
really
dudes.
get
like,
to hear
oh,
what they're
shit.
saying.
Yeah,
man. And with
exactly.
the subtitles, it's like you can't. The whole thing is about what this guy's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And about obviously G's cinematography and shit. It's beautiful.
Which is crazy. It's still crazy to me, the story of you fucking in the first section got cut out. So can you tell that story again of you?
I was living in London. I was working a fucking office job as a sales manager. I fucking hated every second of it. Hated going to work, hated fucking emails and spreadsheets and just fucking cunty office environment. It just this is not for me. And I just had enough, and I was like, fuck this, and I quit my job, took the little savings I had, and I was like, I'm moving to New York. And I just said, fuck it. And I moved, and had no plan. Moved over here, became a fucking bartender. Again, still had no plan. I'll just roll the dice, see what the fuck happens. Then I borrowed my boy Dan, shout out Spooky Dan. I borrowed his camera.
Dan?
Spooky Dan.
I thought you said Cookie Dan. That's
Cookie Dan.
No, Cookie Dan is the
You
best.
saw about the man from Milk Bar?
Spooky Dan is my boy, a madman. But I borrowed his camera and I was just fucking around, taking photos, that sort of shit. Then eventually got my own camera, started fucking around, making little videos, just random bullshit, taking photos of stuff. So heard one of his tracks on Instagram, and I think was it Bakerman?
Yeah,
Raphael?
Mr. Bakerman. Shout
Mr.
out him.
Bakerman. Saw he posted a video and he had his track on it. And I don't know why there was something about the track. I clicked on his profile and I was like, fuck it. And I sent
Something
him a
about the
message.
track. That shit is fucking hard. That's what it was about the track. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Maybe. But yeah, I hit him up and I was like, yo, I'm never done a music video before. Like to do one. You want to do it?
Cut to the cinematography of Chinatown Sound.
100 years later, man.
Yeah, but
8
Do
years
you think
spent in New York.
this is a question for? Do you think everyone has their thing, and you just have to like? Do you think some people just don't like? Like it was very lucky you found your thing.
I have the best job in the world, man. I'm so lucky to do this.
Do you think everyone has that? Like, do you think everyone just has to like
100%?
take the risk and then they'll find what they are supposed to be doing?
Shit.
Sometimes you
I
need
don't
to bet
know,
on
man.
yourself. Sometimes you need to fucking be like, I started doing this shit, still bartending, then it came at a point where I was like, I'm gonna invest the time into this, I'm gonna learn it properly, I'm gonna do it full time. And I was like, fuck it, and I did it, and now it's my full-time job. So something you need to bet on yourself a lot of the time.
Yeah.
If you really believe you can like do it properly.
Yeah, my perspective, I think much more people have a calling than know that what their calling is. But at the same time, some people are just fucking useless.
See, I hear that
And-
new thing. You hear
and,
people
like-
say like NPC, like that's like a big thing now.
What is that?
You ever heard like
yeah, like
NPC, non-playable character, like just people on the street that are like, and they're like,
Oh
that's
my
an
God,
NPC.
the world is full of fucking NPCs, bro. Oh my God. Yo,
You think so?
contribute, dog. I don't mean monetarily. I don't mean like, yo, contribute to the fucking air somehow, dog. The air helps you breathe back, dog. Some people are just so morose and fucking useless. Not, yeah, morose and useless.
He'll pull the paper off his calendar.
Waiting to use that.
100, man.
A rap is gonna, you're gonna have morose in a bar. You
Words guy, you
better have morose in a bar.
Morose, leave you comatose. You know I do the most, you do the least. I'm sorry.
Some pre-record. That's already on a track somewhere waiting to go.
Dog, that's
the one featuring G Media.
Dog, you don't know my
You're
song,
not
You
ready.
Do the Least?
The
What kind
mixtape.
of fan are you? I'm sorry. Yeah, nah, NPCs, dog. It's too many of them. Maybe some of those NPCs need to pick up an NPC. You know what I
Do you
mean?
believe there's NPCs? Like people who just will never find like
I
a
think
thing that brings
I honestly think
them.
there's a lot of people who could find what they want to do if they weren't lazy fucking dickheads
Absolutely.
and didn't want to put in the work. There's too many people who want to, even if you look at our DMs, the ones we get on Chinatown Sound, people will hit us up and be like, yo, when can I do my Chinatown Sound? And I'll look at the profile and they have released one song in the last 3 years. And it's all random
100,
bullshit
bro.
and nonsense. And I'm like, yo, you don't take this seriously and you don't put in the work. Why the fuck would we put you on here?
Yo,
Yeah.
I was watching an I was watching a No Jumper interview, and he was talking about like artists, basically exactly what you saying, artists that don't have a following wanting to get interviewed by him. And he was like, yo, I'm doing you a service by turning you down at this point, because there's not enough eyes on you for people to really appreciate what you're saying. And that first interview that I do with you is going to be something big regardless. So you might as well wait till people are actually interested in what you have to say. He's like, when I turn an artist down, they see it as disrespect, but he sees it as like, I'm doing you a service by not giving you this interview now. If it comes the time that interview needs to be done, then I'm doing you so much more service now that there's eyes and ears on you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. You know, we on a much smaller scale than No Jumper, obviously, but like,
Don't get
it's
me
exactly
wrong,
what it
it's
is,
not
man.
always, it's not about the following.
Not
It's
always,
not like,
yeah.
oh, they only have.
No, it's about the effort.
It's
like
the effort. If someone has
someone
2,000
said this to me,
followers and mad videos and work, and they're putting in videos and freestyles, if they're
And they're
good, if they're good, they'll get on.
yeah,
It's
some
not
dude.
about following.
I usually like if someone says some dickhead shit, like I usually just let it pass. But dude was like about that. If you don't have enough followings and you want to come on the podcast, this is my job. You can pay to come on.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. If you don't have something to offer, but this dude's like, you got 5,000 followers. Well, I was like, I'm on a Conway song. I have an official Conway feature. I was written about in the Harvard Crimson.
Right.
Like, it doesn't
And
matter
it's not even about that. It's
work
content
hard.
for you.
Yeah.
If he wants to get
But just-
interviewed by you, he knows the quality of your content.
I
So
don't know
there's a
what the
reason
Harvard
for that.
Crimson is, but it sounds very
It's the Harvard
prestigious.
University's magazine. Like,
That's actually your new rap name.
I could have never gone to Harvard. I could have never gone to Harvard ever. But when they asked to like write an article about me, it was like, what?
Yeah,
the
most of
fuck?
the people that went to Harvard, they don't want to fucking write an article about what the hell are you doing? A bunch of
Yo,
NPCs. You
They
feel me?
thought,
bunch of
yo,
smart ass NPCs. Get out of here, dog.
you fuck with mushrooms?
A little bit. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the beach down at Brighton Beach and ate a load of fucking mushrooms, and it was fucking unbelievable, man. It's brilliant.
I've done a lot of shrooms in my life.
Oh, I think we talked about it on the last podcast.
on the shit with Chubbs. Shout out Chubbs.
Shout out Chubbs.
But
Big shout out, Chops.
Talking
Chubbs.
about sounds that shouldn't work together but do. You
Nigga,
guys,
this?
yeah.
Why you
mhm.
think it shouldn't work together?
Your styles are completely different?
Yeah, definitely.
The type of music you make, if you listen to solo projects, the
Mm.
beats you choose are very different.
That's
Like,
true. That's true. Yeah, nah, you're right. Nah, yeah, dog. Me and Chubbs are
And that album, you guys,
Cornerstone Carnivores.
corner store. I say cold cut carnivore,
Yeah.
but no, corner store carnivore. That an amazing project.
Thank you, man. Yo, I man, That was a great project. You got to hear the new shit me and Chubbs got. Me and Chubbs are working on a project produced by Gore-Tex right now. And that shit is so fucking flavory. The shit that we say on there is so outlandish. It's different. It's a real different type of project. Very different from Corner Store Carnivores.
Are you guys? Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I would say Corner Store Carnivores is kind of like a more traditional album. Has a good mix of stuff. It has fun songs. It has a lot of drums and shit like that. Shout out Lord Jewish, produced that whole shit. But this new shit with Gore-Tex is spacey shit, bro. It's spacey. Talk about shrooms, that shit to pop shrooms and listen to that project. It's almost done. Almost done.
Oh, really?
We like 7 songs in. We try and do like 1 or 2 more.
And you're gonna get the G Media feature on it?
If the price is right,
fucking
maybe.
it depends on our budget. It depends on Gore-Tex's budget. He said, yo, Gore-Tex said to me verbatim, he said, yo, whatever G Media wants, I'm putting up the bread for his feature.
We're about to have airplanes and helicopters and fucking
explosions.
He said, yo, I'm gonna get Ill Bill on there. He said, yo, I was thinking about getting Ill Bill on there, but I feel like G would like this beat, so I'm gonna hold off on that.
The reason I bring up the mushrooms thing, just to wrap up the Harvard story, is I talked about doing mushrooms on the Harvard interview, and then they didn't release it for like 3 months, and I was like, they're never real. I fucked up. I should have talked about doing mushrooms at Harvard University.
Why not, dog?
They released it. They didn't keep it in the interview though.
They released the interview though.
Yeah, but they took that part out.
I guess that makes sense. I guess
so mushrooms are a pretty regular thing now, though. They're not.
They had them at supply and demand last year.
Oh, they have them this year too. Fungus.
Yeah, fungus.
Yeah, shout out Rick and Brown.
Smoking crack or some wild shit. Like mushrooms are fairly regular, fairly accepted.
I was listening to an interview earlier, and it was funny. It was talking about like drug use now versus drug use like with rock stars in the 70s and 80s. And yeah, there's rappers that pop shit, and yeah, there's rappers that sip. But it does seem like it's the like drug, like hard drugs are less of the.
Man, rappers are the weirdest. Yo, these rappers don't be outside enough, dog, because a rapper will be shook, scared to death of cocaine, but then they'll pop Xans and Roxys. That shit makes no sense to me, dog. Like, as somebody who's done a plethora of drugs in my life, that shit, those downers, that heroin shit, you could call it whatever you want. You could say, yo, you look like a basehead. If you popping perks and Xans and Roxys, you are a basehead, dog. People get more addicted to that shit, and that shit affects your character more than cocaine anytime I've seen. But you know, it's a stigma. Because cocaine turned to crack, which ruined eras of, you know, generations of families. So I understand the stigma towards it. However, dog, just, yo, I don't know. The levels are so different with some rappers, man. Not only rappers, it's the hood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's something I grew up seeing, and then to this day, it's still like, yo, nah, that coke shit is weird. Give me a Xan. What? It's weird.
Yeah, that's why I do like the mushroom push. Cause like that's the weed mushrooms. Like
I like now that you can buy like mushroom chocolates, so you can fucking measure it, so you can like.
So I actually read. I want to say I read something on mushroom chocolate. How it's like, you know what Delta 8 weed is? It's like fake weed. It's like synthetic weed.
Okay.
Like mushroom, the chocolate mushroom is like synthetic mushroom. It's not like the real shit,
like psilocybin,
which I've had a lot of chocolate mushroom, but I just read that article the other day.
Interesting.
Like it is, I do have a different trip from eating the chocolate than like
let me tell
straight
you,
up stem.
Well, let me tell you, dog. The last time I did shrooms, I was in AC, and it was mushroom chocolate, and there was a bar, and on the bar it says 1 to 2 squares is like a micro, then like 3 to 4 is like moderate, and then like 5 to 6 they call it like spaceman.
Yeah, it's like
whatever.
A fucking celestial dose or some fucking shit.
They're
like
outer space.
So it's like eating 4 grams. Yeah.
So I took one square, which is supposed to be the most micro of micro trips in the world. I ate 1 square, and dog, I was down at the craps tables, and the numbers was looking at me, and the fucking colors was blending into each other. Though I'm very well versed in craps, so I could roll craps. Like I know how to roll craps. I'm standing there confused as shit, bro. The fucking dealers are throwing, they give you 5 dice and then you pick 2 out of it. They threw me 5 dice. I was looking at the dice like, they're like, "Sir, are you rolling?" I was like,
I can't.
forgot to put my money on the pass, which is you have to put your money on the pass if you're rolling. I'm like, they're like, "Sir, if you're rolling, you gotta put it on pass." I'm like, I look at my chips. I was like, put it on the pass. Eventually got 2 dice tossed. Thank God I crapped out. Thank God I rolled horribly, because otherwise I would have kept rolling, and looking very, very odd. I rolled. I was like, nah, chill. I went and sat behind my boy Sal Brassbeard, my engineer. He was rolling at the table. He's like, "Yo, you good?" I was like, "I don't know, though. I'm just gonna sit here." And just macked out behind him. He was like, "Yo, I've never seen
Oh,
you
you're
like
good at craps?
I mean, dog,
I can't gamble. Like I get to,
dice.
losing money freaks me out too much.
You can't gamble hard. That's the
Love
thing.
dice.
Like even if I lose $100, I'll like be depressed for like
Well, dog,
48 hours, bro.
you gotta go to the casino with expecting that the money you bring is spending money and not gambling money.
Smart.
Yeah, nah. If you go with 500, let's say, that sounds like a lot of money, but for AC or Vegas or some official, that's dog. You blow that in an instant if you don't know how to roll that.
See,
shit.
don't get mad at me if I tell you it's $500 to get on the fucking podcast. People will blow that on a fucking.
I took $500 and a Rolex on the CeeLo game last night.
Are you a gambler?
Yeah, I like gambling. But in the UK, we have there's like bookies everywhere. We have like gambling shops where you can go in and place a bet with cash. You write the bet on a slip. They tell you the odds. Give them the cash. Give you the receipt. You leave. You watch what might be a fucking soccer game, whatever the fuck it is. If your result comes up, you go back. You give them.
Of course, you said soccer.
I mean, soccer.
I was translating.
I mean,
It's a normal thing. They're smart. The bookies next door to a bar. So any bar you go to, there's a bookies next door.
Yeah, you get drunk.
It's like when you go to any dispensary in Massachusetts, there's like a smoke shop right next door.
Before gambling is normal. Like I would be going to a game, and on the way I'd be like, I'm gonna run in the bookies, and I'd throw like 40, 50 bucks on a game, and it was totally normal. It's like nothing you'd be weird about, whereas people in America are weird about gambling.
This could be this is an outsider perspective, but in Europe, it's like look at drinking, look at like cigarette smoking, and look at gambling. It's kind of more like whatever, but then people know how to handle it better. In America,
I don't agree.
You don't think so?
Especially drinking in Scotland and in England and Ireland as well. People drink like they binge drink, they get fucking
like their life
wasted.
Yeah, you're right. Every time I've been to like Edinburgh, when I went to Ireland,
everybody fights afterwards.
Oh yeah, I've been to Spain, Ireland, Scotland. Yeah.
Word. I've been to Spain.
I dated a girl who worked for the Scottish government. Actually,
oh really?
Lived in Edinburgh, and I went over there.
Fuck Edinburgh.
Why you gotta talk about G's family then?
Fuck Edinburgh. I'm from Glasgow. Glasgow is the biggest city. It's the best city. Edinburgh is the capital city. It's for the tourist. Fuck Edinburgh. If you're from Edinburgh, fuck you.
What?
Yo, I hope you don't have a big Edinburgh following, dog.
I'll fight them all. Tell them to up.
One of the best meals I ever had in my life was in Edinburgh.
What'd you get?
Haggis.
No, I did have haggis. This is gonna sound crazy. It was a squid ink sack.
Oh, I love that.
Stuffed with lamb.
Ooh.
That's just fucking amazing.
Dude, it was crazy. It was that. I googled like, I love Gordon Ramsay for some reason. I always have. So I like googled Gordon Ramsay's like favorite restaurants that no one would know about, and I found this little one in Edinburgh that was like down a side street. There was like 10 tables, and yo, I was visiting my girl out there, but I didn't even want to be with her. I didn't even want to be with her. So she was at work. So she was at work. And every time she went to work, I just went and did the dopest shit.
Yeah,
man, bro.
facts.
And I went to this restaurant.
Squid ink stuffed with
Yo,
squid ink sack stuffed with lamb.
It was amazing.
Squid ink is such an interesting flavor, dog. You would never expect. You think ink and you think bitter and weird, bro. Squid ink is the most like savory, like fucking round, like delicious flavor. I love that shit. Like a good paella made with actual squid ink.
How could you be a picky eater?
That shit is
How could you?
Yo, my mom
Try it,
is a picky eater, and it's like we'll go out. I'll take her to a nice ass restaurant when she's over. We'll go to some fucking steakhouse. She'll get like a fucking $100 steak and be like, "I'll have it well done."
Oh, ketchup!
It drives me nuts, bro. It drives me nuts.
If you're getting a well done steak,
Yeah.
fucking point.
Bro,
drives me nuts,
my partner that I travel with, like my business partner that I travel with, he's not here today, but he usually travels with me. He like only wants to go to chain restaurants because he knows it's consistent.
Man,
so
like,
we'll be in the nicest cities in the world, and it'll be like, all right, let's go to Cheesecake Factory.
I hate that, bro. I
like Cheesecake Factory now.
I love Cheesecake.
But like,
I
I
love
want to
Cheesecake.
go fucking.
Of
I want
course,
to go
that's
to
the
like
best
the
part about
place.
traveling.
Yeah,
That's the best part about being in a new city is trying that cuisine. For me personally, I'm a big eater, but like
That's another reason we go on well is we go
yeah, we
for
eat
food
dog.
all the time, and we go different places, eat fucking crazy
Yeah, hell
shit.
yeah.
we should.
We're
do
thinking
food
about
review.
starting. Nah, funny you said. We're thinking about starting that series too. Definitely. Nah, there's one funny
Chinatown
story. Chinatown, yo, it's bad, dog. It's not bad. Nah, it was one time like what you're talking about, and they're not necessary. A couple, maybe one picky eater in the crowd, but I was at the studio with my guys Emilio, Craig, Bloss 89 and Pounds.
Oh, shout out!
Yeah,
all
shout
of
out
them,
all of them.
bro.
Real great guys.
Yeah.
I was out. We were out in the home Enfield studio out in the basement in Brooklyn. And after it was like, yo, we hungry. Where we gonna go? We was thinking about East Side, like the Spanish food. Da, da, da. And I was like, yo, y'all wanna let me handle this? Like, yo, I know food. Y'all I know food. Listen, I got a spot. It was like, all right. But I was like, yo, but like when we get there, just don't like overthink the menu. Just like, yo, if I like just try.
That's some real shit. Overthink. I've never heard someone say overthinking the menu, but
it's so true, bro.
That shit.
Nah, that's where you get lost when you start to be like, oh, chives. I don't know if I like those. Dog, you like it, man. If it's me.
Y'all have another drink. Thank you.
But yeah, we went over to my favorite restaurant. Actually, it's this spot, Winsun. It's a Taiwanese restaurant.
Oh, I love,
bro. Nah. Bucky. We're going to fucking Winsun. We're going to Winsun. It's the most incredible restaurant. Every time I go there, it's consistently incredible. Amazing food. But dog, to somebody that is maybe a picky eater, I'm not saying they are, but like to somebody who's not used to the ingredients and shit like that, you look at the menu and it's just some different shit.
See, I'm the type of dude, if there's tripe on the menu, I'll get it. Like,
I'm not a huge fan of tripe, but
I'm not a big fan either. But if it's like,
if they're known for that, I'll try the tripe. Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same way.
Thank you.
I'll try something 30 times, like just like in hopes that I like it one time type shit.
Bro, when I went to France, I had cow brain, and they brought it was amazing. They brought it up, but literally, like I was eating with my mom, and my mom's not the pickiest eater, but she like couldn't watch me eating it. Like it looked too much like a brain to her.
It doesn't actually look like a brain.
It does look like a brain.
That's weird.
Like I grew up in a city called Lowell in Massachusetts, which is like huge Southeast Asian population, huge African population. So like we'd go to like my dad and I would go to these African restaurants where we'd be like the only white people that would go in, and they'd have like goat head soup like in the skull and shit.
Oh,
like
I love all that. I love all that nasty shit.
And I like cheap stuff, and I also like really like I've been to Mr. Chow's. Like of course, you gotta fall out.
Yeah, but
the cheap like hole in the wall places,
man.
those are.
I like it all. I love food. Man.
I do like going to Mr. Chow's, spending like $500, and I remember I did the math once. So a packet of ramen, which I still love, is 13 cents.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. From the dollar store, it's like an 8-pack for $1. I never been to Mr. Chow's either. I was just
you like ramen though?
I love ramen, dog.
So say you spend $500 at Mr. Chow's, and like a ramen packet, it is 13 cents.
You're doing this math all wrong, Bucky. I'm reading over your shoulder.
No, it's three. I got it right. I got it right. Fuck you. That's 3,900 ramen packets for the one
That's
meal.
a diet. If you have 3,900 ramen packets in your house, your life is going wrong somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Terrible
Oh, it's
happened to you.
going really right. You have so much money for everything else.
And we didn't go Mr.
I
Jones.
I could do a whole. Oh, man, I could talk about food all fucking day. Oh yeah, but the end of that story was that I fucking told my guys, yo, don't just let me order. If you want to order things, order. We just gonna have fun. We gonna try everything. And they tried everything, and they said it was one of the best meals they ever had. And likewise for me, dog, it was so fucking good. Yo, that spot is crazy, and I feel like they were very impressed by that shit. And it's like I love speaking through food, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going out to eat with somebody and not having some regular shit is like the illest shit. You really I feel like you really bond on a different level.
Bro, going on a first date with a girl who's a picky eater,
Sure,
and then
those
you
chicken
have,
nuggets.
and then you have to like
I'm leaving that bitch in
or
the seat.
cheese pizza, bro.
I'm gonna be like a father that said, yo, I'm going out for a pack of cigarettes and never coming back. Bitch, oh, you got the okay, all right, no, I get it. Yeah, you got the cheeseburger. Okay, all right. I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
I want to go back to the Europe thing though.
Yes.
You really don't think it's more controlled over there?
No, I mean, like in terms of people, Americans are always like, oh, everyone can handle their drugs and they can handle their beer and shit. Like, you go to Glasgow on a fucking Friday night when all the bars close and everybody pours out the bars. It's fucking mayhem. Everyone is drunk as shit. They're punching the fuck out each other. It's just like a fucking shit show. Like,
Sounds fire.
yeah,
I feel like
it's interesting.
are you like do you get like in a fighting mood when you're drunk?
Not so much. When I was
Nah.
younger, I used to be like I was fairly into fighting, but as an adult, it's just shite. It's like the shit fucks up everybody's night. It's no fun. It's exhausting at this point now. It's like,
Honestly, I
I'm
hate
tired
fighting,
after
man.
it.
I never saw. I mean, you could probably guess when you looked at me.
Right.
I never saw it.
Nah, you're a fighter, dog. I already know.
I could lie, yeah, but I don't.
G Media. Nah, I shouldn't say that story.
Yeah,
Shut
don't tell
up.
that story.
Now I really want to hear that story.
Let's just say blood on the shorts. Let's just say blood on white shorts.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
I chose terrible clothes.
You
for
danced with a girl on her period.
Yeah, that's
That
exactly
was the start of that story. Facts.
Like a
G Media's a
Superman
sicko.
punches him.
You fucking danced with my girlfriend.
It was exciting.
Nah, that got well, whatever. It was deserved. But I don't like to fight, but I will I'm very inclined to do it if I feel like my friends are being disrespected, put it that way. I don't really get disrespected too often, you know what I'm saying? I think it's my size and my friendly demeanor. I don't really
friendly demeanor.
I got a friendly demeanor, dog. Like the
Dude, you
second
think your
somebody tries
energy
to talk,
you give off its
even
friends.
downstairs. Yeah, I think I
He
give
thought
off
I
a
was trying.
friendly-
He thought some dude was trying to rob me down.
Yeah, I
there.
definitely think that. Oh yeah. No, when I went down there, dude was like, "Yo, what y'all doing?" Man, he had a bunch of fucking.
I would have hit
heads
him with
with him
that
and shit.
table.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam got spicy. He was like, "What you know about rap podcast?"
Literally,
I was like,
this
"Whoa,
This-
whoa, bro, relax, bro."
I can't tell.
So fuck is up, my
Dude
friend.
comes over. He's like, "What are you doing over? You making beats?" I was like, "A podcast." He's like, "What type of podcast?" I was like, "A rap podcast." He's like, "What do you know about a rap podcast?" I'm like, "What do you know about a rap
That's
podcast?"
when I walked in. I was like, "Yeah, nah, some good podcasting." Shit, you know? No, I give off a friendly demeanor.
See,
I think.
I'm fucked up because I'm a comedian. So like I'll just say shit. Like a lot of people think about what they say before they
Yeah,
say
I'm
it.
the same way,
With
bro.
me, I'm like, I'll say it and see what happens afterwards.
I'm the same way, bro. I'll just say some shit, bro. I say shit so outlandish. So yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
I can't like I got blackout on a podcast recently and
Did
I
you?
told my producer to watch it and he's like, "Bro, you said some wide to edit." I told a rapper I'd fucking dead corn.
Yo, what rapper? What rapper? Please, you can't
I
say.
edited it out of that
Oh,
podcast.
come on.
You didn't leave that in.
Yeah.
Yo, that's what we want
That's
to hear.
sick shit,
Because
Sam.
I go up on stage most like last night. Like last night I did a show. And it's different with I wanted to ask you this. Rappers can get away with saying crazy shit more than comedians because it's like rapping.
I don't know, man. Comedians say some pretty crazy shit, though.
I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I think rappers are kind of held back a lot of the time, honestly. Not me personally, but I feel like
that's
rappers.
a surprising take. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the type of rap you are, obviously. If
What do
you're
you mean
fucking super
held back?
if you Uncle Murder, you'll say fucking anything. But if you're a rapper that's really fucking paying attention to the way you're received and shit like that, I feel like there's a lot of shit that rappers want to say that don't necessarily feel comfortable saying. I can't speak from that perspective because my shit be crazy.
Yeah.
But
do you mean I feel that way that rappers don't want to talk about their feelings so much.
That's part of it, yeah. Feelings, but then also they don't want to overstep certain lines. They don't want to say shit.
So many are afraid to be themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of rappers,
that's my biggest problem.
When you're in a small group, they're funny as fuck, they'll open, they'll have a laugh, but then when they're a big crowd, they'll see you and they'll be like, yo, what's up?
Bro, I've had that's one of my
corny.
Or when people are really, I know how I'm perceived. You know what I mean? Like I know who I am in the circle I'm in. So when people are really cool with me, and then the camera turns on and they're all tough, and it's like I
know, man.
I get it, but it's like that's not who you are. You should be able to.
No, man. That's
because the camera's on. Don't.
Yeah.
This shit is pathetic, man. Because eventually, who you really are always comes out.
Facts.
For real, and you don't want to be like scared of who you are. You should be not get ahead of it, but be who you are.
That's my biggest qualm with this scene and just I don't know about rap music in general is like, man, like yo, fucking shake it off, dog. Like yo, why are the funniest dudes in the world the most gangster rappers, and why are the most gangster dudes in the world just scared to like say things that are on their mind? I don't know, not scared. Scared's the wrong word, but just I don't know, man. I see keeping the image up, which is fine, but like, yo, fucking laugh, dog. You laugh. You're a funny, charming individual.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you soft if you laugh. Look at Big Pun, dog. Big Pun will shoot you in the face in an instant. Also, the funniest dude in the world. I love Big Pun for that, man. Like, he wasn't afraid of being who he was, man. Like, yeah.
But you think... I feel like the toughest people don't need to act tough because they are
exactly
tough.
my point.
Like,
exactly my point.
The toughest people I know all act like themselves. They'll have a laugh. They don't need to project some bullshit. I'm the fucking toughest guy in the world.
Because life is bigger than your rap image, bro. And like people that are going through real life situations fucking don't see the need to fucking put themselves forward in a way that's not organic. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we just saw China Mac, who is a tough mother. He's a gangster motherfucker.
Did 15 years
on the back of a garbage truck, laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
How many rappers you know who act tough would do that? They'd be like, nah, bro, I'm
the
back of the truck.
Yeah, no, 100,
in his
100.
like where people know him too. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm anonymous. I can be who I am. It's like,
he was laughing. He was having a good time.
He was talking to the people. Yo, your woman is beautiful, bro. Protect her.
I also really like to, man, this might be ignorant, but I liked how much he cared about killing that performance.
Absolutely. Man.
That really, I don't know. It made me even more of a fan of him because it's like he cares. He doesn't care other than to show that he's really it.
I wish everybody cared that much and put that much fucking effort into every Chinatown sound that they do.
I've said this a couple times. It's like the smaller following artists and the bigger following artists are always the best. It's never the problem. Like China Mac is on the upper tier of artists that we've worked with so far. And you saw how much he cared, like you said, about like killing that shit. A guy that feels like we're giving them a real opportunity on the lower rung is really, really, really prepares himself properly and really comes to the table knowing they about to eat, and they fucking practice and everything else, and they eat. It's the middle guys that are like, they feel like they're in a position that they don't have to impress you too much. So they kind of just come with whatever they got without really. It's the middle run guys that are the biggest toss up.
And I think that's why so many people fall off. You see so many people and you're like, but what are they doing 3 years from now? Like so many names, you're like, they got a fucking that feature, and then it's like whatever it is. It's like the second step is harder than the first step.
Yeah.
The first step is getting a fan base.
100.
The second step is like making a business. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's like, how can I do this and care about it and build it? Like
package shit properly.
So many people hit that first step where they have the following, and then they just are like, oh, I can chill now.
Exactly. That's where personality comes into it as well. Like what we were just talking about. If you are authentically being yourself on Instagram and in your raps and all that kind of shit, people will buy into that and they will like you because you're being authentically yourself. I think it's a lot of the ones who put on this front, then when they run out of shit to rap about because they're not being themselves, that's when they start to fall off.
Yeah, I think, I don't want to speak for you, but gee, you and me, like, you were saying this even before, like, you would never expect people like us in the like rap scene,
a guy from Scotland and this guy from Cape Cod,
a comedian from Cape Cod.
Like, that's why it works, man.
But it's because we're just being authentically ourselves. Like, imagine if I came in here trying to be all tough, like, and people would laugh me out immediately.
Nah, dog. When you flexed at me when you walked in here, I almost had to fucking knock a couple of your teeth out. My God, yo, don't get it twisted, though. Sam Buck is a gangster. Yeah, I want to check myself. What?
What did I say?
Nah, you know what I mean? We don't got to say it on camera, but just know that Sam Buck, you know what I'm saying? He's out of line. Nah, but dude definitely, dude downstairs was like, yo, what you know? This is when I walked out. Yo, what you know about rap podcast? He's like, Sam Buck said, he got real big. I said, yo, what you know about rap podcast, little boy? What's up?
No, he had the IG ready. It was like, you see me in Conway? You see me in these rappers? You see them right now? You see me?
That's his screensaver.
Bro, my favorite thing about people like being tough, and I totally get this, but I have a pillow of me and Benny. That my mom, I have a pillow of a picture of me and Benny that my mom made me.
That's fucking amazing.
And Benny saw that picture and he was like, I need me one of those.
That's hard.
So my mom made him a pillow and I gave it to him and he was like so thankful. Damn. But then when we took the picture of it, he looked so angry. And people in the comments are like, Benny doesn't want this stupid fucking pillow.
Yo, people on there,
nah, Benny texts himself in every night to your fucking face, bro. Then again, who could blame him? Yo, 100 though, bro. Nah, I saw that video you posted with Conway's. That was funny. Good night, Conway.
He didn't reply to it, and I was like, understandable. He can't. Good night, Conway.
Good night, Conway. Yo, did you see that shit? That shit was hysterical.
There's a doll. There's a Conway doll.
When did you start drum work music?
He was selling them at Drumwork Fest.
Oh, but this is it. This is you being yourself. You're not. You would do shit like that because you find it funny. Other people may be like, yo, that's a bit weird, but you're being yourself, and that's why people fuck with you.
Well, that's the thing is also a lot of rap fans have never seen a comedian before. You're getting real comfy.
Listen, I'm so up at the block, whatever. I wear the polo cottons, though. I don't smell.
This man is wearing jeans, and it's 500 degrees.
Yeah, I know, but
look at these jeans. There's a fucking
Diesel's my friend. You know what I mean? These are. I didn't mean to shout out a brand, but fuck it. Nah, these are thin, breathable.
Hey,
denim.
speaking of brand, use code Bucked Up for 20% off Manscaped.
Yo, I can't even tell if you're joking or not.
Not for real. I'm sponsored by Manscaped now.
Yeah, of course
if you want to shave your nuts, use code Bucked Up.
Balls are smooth.
When you go to the website, you're just gonna see.
You've never fucked a girl with an aerodynamic dick before.
This shit, man, ergonomically sound.
Oh, bro. I'm Michael Phelps swimming in that pussy.
That's what's up. Who's saying both of that?
Also, I smoke. These two fucks don't smoke, but I smoked earlier, and I smoked on Fake Bougie. Follow him on Instagram at fake_bougie_Orion. All right, there we
I
go.
like that.
We got the plug.
My boy
there.
Bad and Bougie. I fuck with it.
Bad and
Cannot
Bougie.
believe you're sponsored by Manscaped. That's the most
So
wild
fire.
shit I have ever done.
It's crazy.
I thought you were fucking
Same
joking.
buck. Show him your nuts right now.
All
Show him
right,
what Manscaped
well,
is
look
made
at the
of.
camera. They're seeing full thighs.
I'm not looking at that camera ever.
Thanks.
Bro, I watch my podcast. I'm always wearing shorts because I'm always like, damn, it's just the thigh cast. Like
The thigh cast.
the white thigh cast, bro.
That's fine.
Did it hurt to get your tattoos removed?
It's the same as getting them done. It's just like someone hit
So
you
yes,
when
I have no tattoos.
the worst
Yeah.
part
Painful,
is
man.
I want bruiser on my shoulder. Ugh.
you want what?
The word bruiser on my shoulder.
Is that for
Danny
Bruiser?
Brown's Bruiser Brigade. Yeah, like that's.
Well, just because you're a tough cunt.
Those are your guys.
Yeah.
It's a tough cut, bro.
No, those are my guys. Bruiser Brigade. I love Bruiser Brigade.
Man, we want to do some Detroit. We're actually planning a trip to Detroit.
Oh, dude, if you go out to Detroit, let me know. That's
100.
like that's
100%.
one of my favorite cities in the. Like,
I go to
that's-
Detroit every year. My dad's whole family's from Detroit.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm
The-
actually going to see my grandma next week in Detroit.
The
in
rap
2 weeks.
scene out there is amazing.
No, man.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Mickey Diamonds. Shout out Ty Ferris. Shout out Substance.
Oh, Ty Ferris is
yeah.
fine.
Really dope.
I can't remember what it was.
Shout out Recognize Ali.
But see, like I was with Babytron last time I was out there. Like I like that type of stuff. The
You-
Bruiser.
I'm not up.
You were on a podcast. I don't know if it was your own. I was listening to it, and you were talking about like the scene in Flint and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that, and that put me on to a lot of fucking people.
They're
That
dope.
shit's so
the Flint
ill.
scene's crazy.
I love
Rio
that Flint
and
Trail
Wyatt.
shit. Yeah, Rio's fire.
Why- Ryan,
That's
yeah.
he is fucking.
Rio's fire. And
amazing,
RMC
man.
Mike.
Talking about not holding back anything in your lyrics.
I love
you
it.
will literally say anything.
He's
and
like
he's
a
like-
comedian slash rapper because
That's
he's
what I
serious, but the
love,
shit he
man.
says is so fucking funny, man.
yeah.
Yo, he's
It's
so
like
fire.
Lil Wayne. Like I would never call Lil Wayne a comedy rapper, but he says some hilarious shit
hysterical,
in
bro.
his bars. Like
Nah, that's what I try to do.
You're-
Man.
you-
Yeah, nah,
you
I
know
want
what? You
to
are
make
the
this
same
shit funny. Like, oh, that's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean make it soft. It doesn't mean make it an act. Make it a bit. But dog, fucking, you all have funny things to say. Say funny things in your raps. Not everything
Yeah.
is bang bang. Tops.
Not to be the
5-0,
same
spin the
generic
block.
fucking shit over and over.
and I
over
think
again.
it's the opposite too. Like I'm a comedian, and a lot of comedians actually shit on my podcast because I'm not funny on
fuck
it.
those comedians.
Because
Fuck
they
everyone
think
else.
like I'm a comedian, so I should be funny. Like I should try to be making jokes all the time. It's like that's not who I am, bro. I'm serious too.
Yeah.
Like if you want to see me be funny, go to
Go
a
to your
comedy
app.
show.
Yeah, go to your
Like-
Maybe if they were like you, they would have a podcast with
Lit-
great guests and be
Right.
doing better in life, but they're not. So fuck their
Yeah, if
advice.
you want to, and you think like some of the rappers that you interview might not like really gravitate towards that shit. And the fact that you're a fan of the music and you're not making it about yourself, you're really making it
Who wants
You're
to be
interested
one
in the artist.
dimensional, bro?
Yeah.
Who wants to only be one thing?
100. I feel
Like-
the same way.
I get bored with that, bro. Like I want to do other things. Like I
Yeah.
want to go out and fucking
If we came to have a conversation, we didn't come on here to watch you do stand up.
no.
We came to have a conversation.
If
And
I
you're
just had
curious and you want to hear what we have to
Yeah.
say. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
not
bro,
fucking, yeah, not. You're doing it just right.
and
Just-
that's how I like how you guys put on. See, before I was doing stand up crazy, I was doing 3 episodes a week, and I actually might be going back to 3 episodes a week.
That's fucking wild.
I do 2 episodes a week now, and I don't miss. But it's like that's why I fuck with Chinatown Sounds. You guys got 100 episodes in, and all right, so we're in the
So we
8th month.
we
ninth
started doing
month,
every other day. We were dropping every other day for the first like 5 months.
That's crazy. Like fuck every other.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, if you're not
Yeah,
doing
well-
that,
Yeah.
then what are you doing? Like
100. And now we dialed it back a little bit. It was G's idea. It
I
kind of like
got concerned about getting
oversaturation.
saturated, like oversaturated, and it being like people don't care about the drop anymore, and they're just like, that shit's out all the time. They don't care. I want people to look forward to who's next and really pay attention to that shit.
Yeah.
Watch it a couple times. It has time to breathe before someone else.
and
gets
I
going.
agree with that. But the reason I did so many episodes, and I feel like the reason you guys are, and I want to speak for you, is like the harder you work, the more cool people you meet.
100.
So it's like I just want to. It's like an excited dog. It's like I just want to do it all. Like like
I mean, now we do like. I'll say that it's different for you. I think, don't fuck my advice, whatever. But like, I think that for us to drop every other day or like twice a week makes more sense because you really don't have to tune in for more than a minute. Your shits are an hour long. So like, I don't know. I think you spacing out shit might even make more sense because who has time in a week to watch 2-3 hours of podcasts of one podcast?
But see, like when I was 16, all I would listen to was Joe Rogan, and no matter how you feel about him, I'm not really trying to talk about him on this, but it's like he would release 4 to 5 episodes a week that were each 2 to 3 hours. It's like, I know people weren't listening to those,
of course.
but he kept doing them, and that's kind of how I feel. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I hear you.
I only cut really one reel from every episode.
Think Joe Rogan is always dependent on the guest, because if the guest is interesting, that shit will be fire. But if he is a fucking
a snooze fest,
a scientist to discuss the fucking genetic traits of weed, some fucking shit, it's gonna be the most boring fucking thing in the world.
And those are the ones I like. Like, I like the bro. Mark Zuckerberg was just on that shit, and I got crazy. I actually fuck with
he's a fucking robot.
No, dude. After listening to it, I fuck with him now.
I listened to the Elon Musk one. That shit was fucking insane, man. It's talking about putting chips in people's brains, and I'm up for that. Put a chip in my brain, make me smarter, make me half robot, give me that robot body. I'll never die.
You have an Apple Watch on. You're already part robot.
I'm trying to be full robot.
I can't do that. Like, I want to go the opposite way. I like flip phone. I wish I could have a flip phone in the woods.
Plug my brain into the Matrix, man. I'm trying to go full robot. I want my brain ideally my brain in a robot body, so I can just live forever and have this brain fucking in there, and nothing hurts, nothing is sore. I'm not.
That's exactly what the fucking world needs is G Media living forever.
The G Media.
Yo, you guys hear about that that AI rapper?
How many it's so weird, bro.
He wasn't even that good. If he was good. Also, if you're away, I don't know. The N-word shit is crazy. But he thought he could get away with it.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
The AI said all the time, and the guy who created it was a white dude.
Oh, wow. I thought it was an Asian guy.
No, it's a white dude.
It was some white guy who looks like a date rapist.
It's like, how did he think he was gonna get away with that? Like,
they signed a deal with Colombia, and then Colombia scrapped the deal.
Yeah,
because everyone was like, "Nah, fuck that shit."
He's huge though, right? He has like millions and millions and millions
on TikTok though.
But the shit
TikTok doesn't
like
really
the green dreads. Is that the one?
Yeah, TikTok doesn't transfer over into real world money. I feel like I know people who are famous. I know people who are famous on TikTok, and then it's like, who the fuck are you?
Who gives a shit? Yeah. Who gives a fucking shit?
With I will not name the name, but they're an insane famous TikToker, like 100 million plus followers. And I got called to go and film them, and I had no idea who the fuck they were. No one else that was there working knew who the fuck they were. 100 million followers on TikTok. No one in that crowd
no
knew
one
who they
knows.
Say the name. Say the name,
I'll
Darren.
get filed.
I know.
Yo, that's the AIF rapper.
It's like, it was stupid as I just didn't know if I just thought that was stupid as hell.
Yeah, you're dummy.
And that guy wants to be a rapper so bad that he's like, I can't be myself so much that I have to create an AI black guy to be able to say the N-word in my lyrics to finally be the person I want to be. It's like, just be yourself, bro. Yeah. Be riffraff. Yep. Be like, be a joke if you.
Himself.
I like riffraff. I love riff, bro. You know who Bars Murray is?
Nah.
Bars Murray, legend from Philly. Worked with Chinks. Worked with fucking French Montana. Bro, he has an album that's coming out. He has a song with Benny, Heem, Rick Hyde. Like each song's featured with a different BSF member. But he's like riffraff. He like does joke rap. Like he has albums out with Dirt Nasty. Like
that's hard.
And people will shit on him online. I'll see his Instagram and it'll be like, why would Benny work with this shit? It's like he's being himself, and I love it. Like, if you're
the sound of it? Is it like
Like imagine,
boom bap. I hate boom bap.
Yeah,
but
like-
boom bap.
like Griselda
Right, right,
like
Griselda.
Griselda
Okay, bet.
but like
That's hard.
imagine Riff Raff doing Griselda esque
That's
shit.
hard.
Like
I like
Why
that.
do people
I want to do
bother
that.
Man, that shit though. to be
Also,
like,
if you comment-
you fucking suck, I hate your shit. It's like you could have just said nothing.
See, if
And it
I
doesn't
like
make sense
something,
anymore.
I'll just like it and move on. If you comment, you're a real hater. Like,
You're a real hater. Facts.
You wake up and you're happy about it.
nothing, bro.
That
What-
guy had to do something personal to.
I don't have
to
time
make
in my
something.
life to hate on people, bro. Like,
Yeah.
If I do,
And
I
if
do.
I
I'm
do
like,
hate,
"Oh my God, this is stupid."
I
But
do it
don't
in my
take the
head.
time to comment and
Yeah.
fucking really interact with
So
that shit.
weird, bro. People are so. The internet is. So
it's not even
goofy.
out anymore. But when I started my podcast, before I took off anything, this is the first time I've ever talked about it on the podcast. This is wild.
Watch out.
There was a whole dude who started a podcast talking shit about mine.
No.
That's the most pathetic shit I have.
No
ever
way.
fucking heard.
Is it a comedian?
Yeah, that I knew. Like,
Did you consider him your friend at the time?
yeah, I considered him acquaintance. The last
Acquaintance,
thing he
at
ever
least.
said to me was "Thank you for being the only nice person to me in the comedy scene."
Then he fucking torched you. What?
He would
Wow.
play my full episode and just roast me the whole time on it.
Jesus
Name,
Christ.
what's his name?
That's
I'm not even gonna give him attention.
Yeah, fuck
I ain't even gonna give him. But it's like, how
Don't
do you
even
have
shout
time
out
in
to
your?
if somebody watches this and watches him, you're giving him a.
How do you
I
have
do wanna
time
know
in
that.
your day, bro? I'll say that till the
Yeah.
end, bro.
Nah, that's great, bro. That's flattery,
And
man.
that was before I had any accolades.
Yeah.
He was really my first fan. Like he was
Yeah.
the first person to believe in me,
Nah,
bro.
that's great. Oh yeah, like if I see something on the internet, like I've seen many things on the internet of people like either hating on me or like fucking like a song review, and it's those like they
Oh.
film from their bedroom like a song review and they
Yo, that
stop
shit-
after every three
That shit is
bars.
weird.
And
I don't understand why people watch that. So you watch. It's like the same as
You're
people
watching
watching
somebody
Unboxed
listening.
presents and shit like that.
People ask me to review their music. It's like people don't listen to me to review music.
No.
The whole like no one's like
Right.
no one wants to hear me shit on a song. The
Watching
artist
people
like
play video
I get
games
flattered,
is
bro.
weird. All that shit is fucking weird.
I get flattered. I know people that get bothered by that shit, or they talk to me like, "Yo, like yo, that shit don't like bother you. Like, yo, that dude was talking crazy." I'm like, "What?" Like, yo, that shit. I know I got confidence in my shit enough that shit is literally funny to me. It's not like I'm saying like, haha, that's funny because then I'm salting like because they ain't shit. What are you doing? And no, like that shit is legitimately funny to me. Like I think I see it as flattery, dog. You talking about me? I don't care what
Yeah,
you're saying.
you're right.
Because I know my shit's the illest shit in the world. I don't care. That's how I feel,
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Are you good with like receiving backlash and shit?
Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck. Yo,
And I don't
fucking-
even mean to be. I'm only saying this because you said that.
No,
A
no,
couple
100.
people on the Yellow Wolf show were like, "Why the fuck?" When I posted the clip, it's like, "Why the fuck?" It's like you're dope as hell.
What did
That's
they
why.
say? What'd they say? Like,
Like,
oh,
why would he
this-
work with him? It's like because he's dope as hell. He's dope.
Yeah.
As, you. That's like.
I didn't even see that. I want to see that now. Nah, that like shit drives me. Like, yo, fucking, we already talking about the homie Chubbs and shit. Fucking Chubbs did a podcast.
Yo, that
recently.
shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
bro. He put
I
that
loved
dude
it.
in his
He
place.
really did,
like-
bro. He really did. And you know what? People, I feel like that's a lot of people's intro to who Chubbs is as a person. And like I know him, on a very personal level because that's my man. That's a good friend of mine. So I'm like, that shit didn't surprise me the way he was talking type shit. But then I feel like a lot of people that didn't know him too well saw that and they're like, damn, wait, Chubbs is the fucking man. But anyway, what I mean to say is I watched that whole podcast and the dude was talking wild shit about me. And
You can
Chubbs
come
even was
by.
like, oh, yeah, come by, girl.
We were doing it on the
I'm
street.
sorry. We have a child sex worker that just
We do not. Do not listen to this fucking man. We
I
do
asked
not.
G what that giant box was outside his door. I was like, "What did you have? Did you have,
just call
did you have a refrigerator shipped in here?"
From Wayfair.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, the bozo on fucking Chubbs podcast was like, this guy's fucking garbage. This guy's garbage. And then Chubbs was like, bro, I didn't know how, I didn't really show it to you because I didn't know how you'd feel about that. I was like, dog, what? I don't give a
Did you
fuck
see
what
that?
bozo
The
was.
Chubbs?
Yo,
Of
I
course.
started watching the whole episode because I wanted to see how it got to that. But I got 5 minutes in, and I was like, this guy is such an aggressively annoying cunt. was like, I can't fucking
He's a
watch the whole
super
thing, so I
bozo,
skipped
that
it. And I skipped it to the part where fucking Chubbs aired him out. But like, fuck that guy. He
I
knows
think-
nothing about what he's talking about.
Bozo.
He-
People think
He's like, yeah, I know rap music, you know, Method Man and stuff like that.
when
you
people
know,
start
fucking
podcasts, they think it's about talking. And as I say this, I cut you off. But it's like,
yo, it's fine. How don't do it again, huh?
you're gonna go call that guy up here.
What the fuck? Yeah.
But it's really about listening. Like podcasting as an art form is about listening instead of talking. Like I hate watching shit where it's like, that's why I don't prepare any questions, because it's like I want to see what comes from the conversation. When you go to meet someone like on a date, you don't prepare questions for that. Like, you know, like
What's your body
You just
count?
want to talk. What's your body count? That's the only question you have it written down too. Wait, hold on. Let me go. Let me refer to my notes.
what's your body?
That's how many motherfuckers you already? Nah, but 100. Nah, I mean, dog. That's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't.
Yeah.
Nah, that's why I couldn't do a podcast, because I don't know how to stop talking. Nah.
I couldn't.
In all
I
seriousness.
had my 5th episode ever go to the front page of Reddit.
Wow.
And it was before I did anything. And people were like, why does he keep cutting the guest off? Why does he keep making jokes? Blah, blah, blah. And
Who
that
is
shit,
it?
this dude, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, he talking about turning down a $2 million rap deal
Wow.
Damn.
because they wanted him. He was like, his whole shtick was rapping about pro women. And they want like feminist rap.
Okay.
Taking it to
And they wanted him to like turn completely into like a trap rapper.
If you want to buy Chinatown Sound, I will sell it for 1 million.
And it was
That's
they
it.
offered him
That-
$2 million,
And it'll be all feminist
and they turned it
rappers.
down. And that clip went to the front page of Reddit, and people were shitting on me for making jokes and for cutting them off. And that shit really worked. I was like, that's when I was like, oh, I won't make jokes. I'll try to be serious. Like, I'll give serious interviews if people don't want to hear me. Like, he's talking about something serious, and I'm like, you look dumb. You know what I mean?
You freaking idiot. $2 million.
Yeah.
You're like generations of wealth.
They wanted to get a tattoo of a woman with a line through it. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. That they wanted him for $2 million. He was a feminist rapper. They want him to get a.
I got that shit on
He'll
my
do it
face.
for 200. He'll do it for a free tattoo.
You'll do it for the extra sauce.
No, I'll do it for the extra pancake sauce. Believe that. Anyone tuning in, refer to section 1 of the outside episode.
Man, thank you guys for doing this. This was a dope ass episode.
Nah, bro. Thank you,
Can I say one
man.
thing?
Yeah, of
Wrap up?
course.
Yo, a very special man passed away the other day. So, like, big shout out to Paul Jacobs, RIP. Shout out to Hannah Jacobs. Like, the world lost a really, really special man the other day. Real
I'm
important.
so sorry that
So
you
RIP.
lost him. Rest in peace.
I didn't know the man himself, but I know his daughter, and she's very special. And shout out to her and her family. Deadass.
That's so. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Anything else? You have any final words?
What the hell could I say after that?
I didn't
Anyway,
mean to
tits and
fuck the
ass.
end. I was
huh?
like that. I was just trying to say, damn, I really fucked the end of it.
Why you do that shit now? Nah, you know, nah, fucking, nah, I'm glad you said that and shit. Nah, fucking, thank you, man. Like, thank you. Fucking, you know, a lot of people think that this shit is super established, and we are to an extent, but we really still growing this shit every day. And, you know, me and you knew each other from before, you knew G from before, but for you to like want to do this episode and show interest in our platform and shit means a lot. And we're fans of your platform. We're fans of each other, fans of this fucking city. We're fans of this scene. And fucking yeah, thank you, bro.
I'm fans of you guys. You guys work so hard, and you guys are so talented. And I'm happy to have you guys on. And thank you very much.
Nah, 100, bro, 100.
Everyone, check out Chinatown Sounds. I don't know what episode they'll be on by the time this is released, but check it out. Where can they find you?
At Chinatown.sound on Instagram, on Twitter, on everything. And Sam got the
I got
merch.
the hat.
Chinatown Sound merch is available. Just DM us on Instagram, and we'll lace you up. Proceeds go to Chinatown Community Fridge, which is an organization in Chinatown that feeds the needy in the neighborhood. And fucking, if you watch to this point of the episode, we truly fucking appreciate you, and tune in because the rappers are just getting bigger, and G loves hip hop and unity.
And what was your word of the day?
Unity.
And the unity was his.
Yo, he forgot that shit already. You used it once.
Oh, morose. Yeah. Stop being so morose, you dumb fucking
Don't be morose. You're doing it.
Suck it off a little bit, you fucking dummy.
Peace out, everyone.
Comatose, lactose, mac, most. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.